Hello Gemini, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and this is your June Tarot Forecast. Happy birthday, first of all. I've been away for a little while, pretty much most of May actually. Traveling to Europe, seeing friends and family, catching up with people after pretty much from the time since COVID that I haven't seen people, and it's been exciting to do that. So I am starting my forecasts a little bit late that I would want to, but this is like the first day I'm back home and I'm able to do this from the comfort of my home setup and with all the different decks that are available to me. We will start with an oracle card, the general message, the vibe for this month for you, and then I will move into tarot to look at your love situation, at your career and workspace, and also the advice from the universe for how to best utilize the energies of the month of June. At the end, I'll post some messages from your person of interest to yourself. And of course, these readings are general, so take only what resonates for you and leave what doesn't. For reading specifically on your personal situation, please reach out to me for a personal reading. And of course, these readings are for Sun, Moon, and Rising Gemini. All right, if you don't know what your moon sign or your rising sign is, there is a link in the description box to the website where you can put in your details and find it out. I have absolutely nothing to do with the website. It's just a pretty straightforward and easy way to do it. It's free, and after you input your information, they actually give you overviews of what those signs mean. Like if you have a moon in Gemini, it means XYZ. So I feel like it's pretty handy. What do we need to know for Gemini in the month of June? Got two cards for Gemini. This is one of my favorites, Whispers of the Ocean deck. Surrounded by prosperity, number 30. Your attention is being drawn to the infinite nature of reality. That which exists outside the known is beyond measure. Right, so there is an ability to grow your abundance in this month. If you remember that universe is abundant and there's enough of everything for everyone, right? A lot of times, willingly or unwillingly, we fall into lack mentality where we're fearful that there may not be enough, then we aren't gonna get what we deserve, etc., etc. And that pushes that abundance away from us, or it makes us a lot harder to work for it, right? So it seems on the surface. The solution to it, relatively easy if you ask me. And we have number 27, push to surface. You may have become complacent. You might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics in your life, right? Maybe you need a push from the universe, from yourself, from somebody else, right? And a good place to start, if you ask me, is to try new experiences. Maybe somebody's already offering you a night out that you don't normally go for, and the universe is saying, say yes, see what happens, right? Do something artistic. Take a day when you are by yourself, when you don't have family troubles, when you don't have work, and you can listen to yourself and try and understand what your soul is in need for, what it wants in order to thrive, right? And that could be an answer. All right, let's get into tarot. I got the steampunk deck today. Okay, let's see what we have for Gemini. We have the Lovers. That's your card to begin with. Oh my gosh. Of course, it's in the love space. The Star. Ooh, wow. This is Aquarius energy. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Love it. Temperance. Wow. You saw me shuffling. You got all major arcanas. This is Sagittarius. Beautiful. Something's definitely in store for you. Beautiful and amazing in terms of love. The Magician. We continue going with the major arcanas. Yeah, this is actually also a Gemini energy. More Gemini. Yay. Two of Swords. Okay. Judgment, more major arcanas. This is Scorpio. We have Five of Swords in the advice. we have Three of Pentacles, and we have Knight of Cups. Interesting. The Dice has nothing from the major arcana, but I'm getting the general message there while I'll remember it is that it's important to collaborate with others, but be careful who you collaborate with. It's not all good. It's not an umbrella term that the more the merrier kind of idea. No, it really, the devil is in the details. Very important to be mindful of that and be able to tell what kind of partnerships are good for you and which ones are only gonna drain you and pull you back. Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so I'm sensing that it feels like it's been a long journey to something, to whatever moment you're in right now. Like, it's taking a lot of your resources. It's been somewhat a struggle, right? And you're at the point where you're ready for something new, different, beautiful, that comes in more naturally, that you don't need to kind of fight for, right? So that's the main energy I feel like you're tired of, the fighting for your place in the sun, so to speak. And with these beautiful cards in your love space, I'm getting that the divine is definitely bringing something very beautiful, like something that's divinely presented to you. It's like a present from the universe in your love life. So it could be a completely new relationship, of course. If you are in a committed relationship already, it could be that this relationship goes to the next level, or you're finally seeing the much bigger meaning in it of what is it supposed to do for you personally, where it's taking you, how it helps you heal, how it helps you become a more loving and a more patient person, right? Like, this is all meant to be. So take it in, experience it, make the most out of it, right? And the more you see the brighter side in it, the brighter it will become, the more positive, the more uplifting it's gonna be for you. And that's what the Archangel Michael here, I mean, this is actually like the angel, the girl angel in this deck, but usually there's an Archangel Michael in the Lover's card. That's the angel is guiding the both of you to beautiful paths together. Oh my God. I don't think I've seen this kind of combination for a love situation in a long time. It's like a jackpot, really. And not necessarily in like the essential or the practical way that people normally look for, if it makes sense. Like, it's a lot more spiritual, if you know what I mean, right? So it may not manifest as like, oh, we wanted a new car and we finally got a new car. Or I don't know, like I wanted my partner to move in with me, or for me to move in with them, for them to offer, and they aren't offering, right? It's not really about that, but it is something groundbreaking, mentally, spiritually, for your heart, for your soul, for the both of you, right? This is soulmate or twin flame energy here. It's completely meant to be and supposed to, like I said, lift you up, make your existence much happier and healthier, whether you like it or not. For your career, we have the Magician, Two of Swords, and Judgment. So yeah, the moment of truth is coming in June. For whatever efforts you have put in and where you have struggled and doubted yourself, right? This is kind of like the light and the shadow aspect. That's what I'm getting. Though in the light moments, you were also guided by the divine with the creative ideas, with the decisions, with the negotiations. In the moment of struggle, it was like, you know, it has a full moon here, so the moon is supposed to illuminate the way, right? But it was still, especially if you go out in the night during the full moon with an untrained eye, it will still obviously not be the same as the daytime. You will need time and, of course, like focus to start seeing things, and maybe that's something that you were lacking, so there was a struggle there. But the moment of truth is coming in, right, to kind of pay up what's due, whether good or bad, and this contrast will be more visible for you. I don't even see other people here. It's all about you, Gemini, right? So you'll see where you've done your homework, you've done well, you'll listen to your guides, to your higher power, and you'll see the achievements there, right? In other places where you didn't necessarily make good judgment because of fear, you'll see that results at least will not be what you expect, right? So it's gonna be a lot smaller, or maybe even introduce new challenges that you'll need to overcome, but it will be very visible what's the cause and effect connection there. So okay, so I went to work with these people because it seemed reasonable on paper, at least. Deep down I knew it was not necessarily a good idea, but I still went for it because the numbers look good, and that's what I have now. Something along those lines. Okay, for your advice, I already started talking about the different types of partnerships, right? And you being able to tell. And again, the Knight of Cups is inviting you to look at the situation with your heart, not with your mind. Very, very important. Sometimes we call it the head over heart decisions in tarot, which you may feel, for example, if it's something on the legal side or something in your career, that it makes sense to make informed, logical decisions. But the more, if you're on a spiritual path, the more you listen to your heart, the more you'll see how much you are guided in any and all situations. So it's not like, okay, for this kind of questions, I'm gonna go into my heart space. For this ones, I'm just gonna decide based on analytics or somebody's advice or whatever, right? Again, you know, what we like to say in esoterical world is that there's no wrong way, right? Mistakes are just as important in terms of lessons, in terms of you learning, as the good choices are. So it's the choice is yours at the end of the day. Let's get you some messages from your person of interest. Messages for Gemini from their person. Please give us some messages for Gemini. Of course, if you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with others who may be interested in this type of content. I also do weekly shows on mindfulness that are called Mindfully Awake. You can also find them on YouTube as well as Facebook, LinkedIn, X, and all the podcast platforms. Okay, we got 2 and we got 3. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we have Stillness, which is 4 of Swords. We have the Valor, which is 7 of Wands, and we have Balance, 2 of Pentacles. It's called Balance here. So your person is definitely looking for this balance, for the balance between the passive and the active, the more aggressive take on things versus observing and noticing and learning, right? So they're in this place of really wanting the balance. And I also feel like this is the message they want to give to you, Gemini, because they want you to know that they know they are supposed to be in a more balanced state for the two of you to work well together, for the relationship to be in a good shape, because they understand that whenever they get thrown one way or the other, like between the extremes, that it's not just them, both of you actually feel the impact, right? So know that they're looking for it. You're definitely part of that inspiration to find it. And what I'm also hearing is that if you have any words of support and guidance, definitely share with them so they feel like they're not in this alone, that the two of you are working as one team. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you guys. Don't forget to like and also to ask for personal reading if that's something that you fancy. Until next time.